Hey there, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy July. Happy halftime 2019. This is Earl Bryant coming at you from the New York City suburbs of Long Island, Strong Island, New York. And it's time once again for Pearls from Earl. This one's going to be a little short but sweet. And I believe that even though it's kind of a baseball story, I can relate it to you and your business, so just stick around and it'll make sense, I promise you. Today's Pearl is called Your Prospect Will Let You Know. That's right, your prospect will let you know. It's inspired by a story I heard about a very famous baseball player from the 1920s named Rogers Hornsby, one of the greatest hitters of all time, who had such a reputation for hitting success that every pitcher he faced was pretty much intimidated to face him, to stand on the mound and pitch to him. And rookies were not just intimidated, they were terrified, petrified. One such game, there was a rookie pitcher who was as terrified as anybody else to face him, but he figured he better bear down and do his best to face down Mr. Hornsby. So he wound up and fired his three best pitches. The umpire behind the plate said, ball one, ball two, ball three. The pitcher was a little bit frustrated, and in a fit of that frustration, he vented, "Mr. Umpire, those were strikes." Well, the umpire behind the plate takes off his mask, walks a couple steps toward the mound, looks at the pitcher while pointing at the batter and says these words, young man, when you have thrown a strike, Mr. Hornsby will let you know." Now you might wonder what that little bitty information has to do with you as it relates to your business. Well, it's very simple, especially if you're in a home-based business where you're trying to prospect and recruit people. Here's the deal. Let me break it down for you. Very simple. You are the pitcher. You are delivering your pitch, your presentation, your offer. And you might think that your delivery is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You think every pitch is a strike. You think you're hitting the mark. You're hitting the zone, whatever. But on the other side of the equation, your prospect is Mr. Hornsby, or if you want to talk about a female perspective, Sister Hornsby. They have the bat in their hands. They are the one who determines whether or not your pitches are actually strikes. And they do that by very simply determining one thing: whether or not your pitch has value to them. In their mind, if your pitch is not valuable, they're just going to stand there and let it go by. And if you throw enough pitches away from the strike zone, they won't just walk to first base, they're going to walk away from you. And the reason they're going to walk away from you is because they're not interested in your offer. You're not cutting it. You're missing the mark. You're not hitting the zone. And you can sit there and get frustrated and get angry and get upset all you want and try to blame it on the batter and say, well, can't he see this? Can't she see this? This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm doing my best to throw strikes. Why aren't they swinging at it? Why aren't they making a jump at my offer? It's because you're not throwing strikes. You're missing the mark. You're missing the point. You're missing the boat. Nothing that you're offering is of any value to them. It doesn't matter what you think about it. What matters is what they think. And if they think you're not throwing strikes, and you're missing the mark, and you're missing the zone, and you're throwing it too high, too low, too inside, too outside, in a place where they can't get to it or don't want to get to it, they're not the problem. You are. So guess who's responsible for working on their approach, working on their delivery, working on their pitch to become not only able to hit the strike zone, but hit the strike zone more consistently. That's on you, not them. So you should not be working on them and saying, why can't they swing or why won't they swing? The better question is, why won't you get up off your rusty dusty, get in the bullpen, get some working sessions going, practice, work on your delivery, work on your control, work on throwing more strikes, the kind of which the batter will want to swing at because he will want to connect with your pitch. Unlike the game of baseball, where the pitcher is trying to get the batter to avoid making contact with his pitches or making solid contact, if at all, in the game of business, you want to pitch in such a way that every single prospect who gets up to bat against you is looking forward to your pitching because you're grooving everything right in there where they want to swing at it and they want to hit it and they want to hit it hard and they want to connect because they want to get to first base, they want to get to second base, they want to get to third base, they want to make their way all the way around the bases and score. And if they do, guess who wins? Both of you. Because it's a team thing. You want to help your prospect get on base. You want to help your prospect get around the bases. You want to help your prospect score. Because if your prospect scores, you score. If your prospect wins, you both win. So it's up to you to make sure you do your best to get your pitches over the plate in such a way that they will want to swing at your pitches. They will want to go after your offer because they will want to make connections, not just with the ball, but with you. And get your soft, touchy feelings off your sleeve because it's not about you, it's about the batter. You want the batter to become a hitter. You want the hitter to become successful. And the best way for you to do that is to consider yourself to be less important than your batter, than your prospect, than your Mr. Hornsby or your Sister Hornsby, because you want to groove as many pitches as you can into the strike zone where they're salivating because they can't wait to swing at your pitch because they want to hit it and they want to drill it and they want to connect and they want to hit it a long, long way. And that way, the two of you can connect and be partners and in relationship for a long, long time. Because the whole idea is for you to put everything over the plate, put it on a silver platter if you have to, serve it up, and make it as easy for them as possible to jump on it, connect with it, get all over it, hit as hard as they can, hit as far as they can. Because you want to be your batter's teammate. You want to help him score. You want to help her score. You want to help them get on base and get around the bases and do their thing. And do their thing with you. Build a relationship. Help them win. Help them get what they want. Because if you help them get what they want, you will eventually get what you want. So I'm telling you, just like Mr. Hornsby to that young pitcher, it does not matter what you think is a strike. It matters what your Mr. Hornsby or your Sister Hornsby, your prospect, thinks is a strike. So make sure you're doing your best to put the ball over the plate. That way your prospect will let you know that you're delivering good strikes, good quality strikes that they will want to swing at and they will want to hit and they will want to connect with so they can hit the ball a long, long way so you guys can do business together for a long, long time. And at the end of the day, when the final score is tallied, you both wind up winning. So that is today's Pearl from Earl. Your prospect will let you know. I hope you got some value out of that. And if you did, please like, give me a thumbs up, give me some hearts, and share this with folks you believe can get some value from it. And if you want to know other ways that you can find out how your prospect can let you know how to connect with them and how to give them what's important to them so that as you give them what they want, you can get what you want and you can be successful in business together, click on the link that's in my bio so you can get more information and strategies to help make that possible. Like I said, I hope you got some value out of what I just shared. Please pass it on to someone you believe can get something from it too. And until the next time when I have the opportunity to share with you, this is Earl Bryan signing off from Long Island saying take care, be well, and make it a great 2019. Bye for now.